Yes, yes, Dolly Parton just made fun of my name. She just made a joke, and unlike all the kids in middle school and elementary school who made fun of me and I hated them, I literally was like, oh my god, this is the best thing that's ever happened to me. Hey y'all, Bucky here, 1/3 of the Southern Snackers, back with my next solo mukbang, y'all. And today we are doing Pizza Hut. And y'all, we are doing the new Cheesy Bites pizza. Oh my gosh. So I saw this advertised a couple of weeks ago. Look at that. And I got it, and it was amazing. And I was like, oh my gosh, I have to film this. I have to like do a solo mukbang. Oh, and we got some wings, some honey barbecue wings, and then some mild wings. And I am ready to grub. I'm starving. The only thing I'm upset about is they didn't give me marinara sauce. And this also took over an hour to get here. So I'm starving. I'm gonna go ahead and dig in. Look at these, y'all. It's little cheese bites. I think this is the best pizza that they've had. This is better than stuffed crust. It does fall apart a little bit, but that's fine. Yeah, I got a little story time to talk about, but for now, I'm starving. I'm just gonna eat a little bit, then we'll get into that. Oh my gosh. This is just as good as the first time that I had it. This has been out for a couple weeks now. Maybe 2 weeks. I said back for a limited time. So if you haven't had it yet, make sure to get it before it goes away. Alright. Anytime I order pizza, I gotta get some wings. No, and this is a new camera, so we're working on like the focusing. Honey barbecue is the best flavored wings. And we got some mild over here. Actually, no, it's not mild. It's hot. Usually anytime Brennan's eating them too, we always get mild, but these are actually hot. Oh my god. Whew, I just sucked something up the wrong way. Oh my gosh. Okay. Not used to getting the hot. Didn't expect it to be that much hotter. It's good. But not when you don't have anything to drink. Okay, let's go into more pizza. Oh gosh. Look how pretty this is. Pepperoni mushroom. I was about to get mushroom and pineapple, because y'all know everybody's always like, pineapple doesn't belong on a pizza, but y'all, I think it does. Mushroom and pineapple is the best. Alright. So I'm going to get into what I want to talk about today. I've talked about it in several videos. And if you're new to our channel, welcome. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And if you're new to our channel, I went to school for music. And then right after graduating, well, not right after, but maybe like a half year, 6 months after graduating, I went to Dollywood to perform. Dollywood, if you don't know, is owned by Dolly Parton. It is in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. So in like the mountains of Tennessee. And I went up there for a year and a half, 2 years, roughly. And I actually got to perform with the legend herself, Dolly Parton. I was super excited. I was a Dolly Parton fan, but I wasn't like her biggest fan. But y'all, so I was performing up there, and then every year, she usually like comes and like introduces the new season. You know, a lot of times there's a new ride or something, and she comes and like she promotes it. And y'all, she's at Dollywood a lot. But then this particular year, I forget, I think it was a new ride, a new roller coaster. And she came, and a select group of the performers were picked, and they told us, they were like, hey, you know, Dolly's coming, we have, you know, she's going to be promoting this new ride, blah, blah, blah. She's going to be doing a couple of songs. We need y'all to do like background vocals, and also like this whole little mini show with her at the reveal of the new roller coaster. And I lucky enough was chosen as one of the performers to sing with her. I was so excited. At this point, I had met her like briefly, but I had never sang with her, you know, or performed with her at all. So I was really excited because I'd heard stories of, you know, other performers and some of my performing friends that they had performed with her before and how awesome it was. And I was so jealous. You know, I was like, I have to do this before I leave Dollywood. And the time was now. So we went to rehearsals. I forget what songs it was that we had to learn. But we had to dance. There was like several songs and several, it wasn't just her songs, I forget. But several different numbers that we would be in with her. And I personally consider myself a singer / mover. So, as a lot of y'all know, I also perform on cruise ships. And the thing about it is, a lot of the performers, you have to be singer-dancer or dancer-singer, or just singer, or just dancer. And I always considered myself a singer-mover, which is a category too. It's like you have rhythm, you can do moves, you've never been trained at all. But if choreography is given to you, basic choreography, you got it. You can do it. Well, this one routine that they had us doing, I still can't remember what it was, but for some reason, your boy Bucky could not get it. I could not get the dance moves down. I could not get the routine down. I was struggling. And the awful thing about that, especially in the performing world, if you're the only one struggling, It is the most embarrassing thing ever. Like, literally the most embarrassing thing. And so I was getting frustrated. I was like, no, I got it. I got it. Just, they were like, we can simplify it. We can, I was like, no, I'll work on it. I'll work on it at home. I'll get it. I'll get it. Because, y'all, I was excited. Like, I was going to be singing with Dolly Parton, and up there on stage, I could not look a fool. I could not look like a fool in front of Dolly. But, y'all, the choreographer came to me maybe 2 days after. She was like, yes, you're doing better, It's just this one routine. You're just not really, you're not getting it. You're not getting it. And I was like, I know. Like, this is so embarrassing. And, y'all, we had to learn this very quickly to where our normal shows, we would have a month or several weeks to learn the show and learn the choreography. We had days to learn this with Dolly. It was sprung on us at the last minute. I still have nightmares. But I got everything else, the other choreography and stuff. Is just this one number I could not get. So the choreographer came to me. And she was like, we see you're struggling with this, there's nothing wrong with it. We've had to get this together very short, like, a short amount of time. And she was like, we're going to take you out of the number. I was like, God. I was like, well, I was nervous that she was just going to say, you're not going to be in it at all. We're going to get somebody else. Because there's tons of other performers for them to choose from. So, whenever she wanted to talk to me, I was like, oh gosh, they're going to kick me out. And so she comes to me and she's like, yeah, you're not going to be in this number. And I was devastated. I felt like an ultimate failure. I swear, the ends of this pizza, this little cheese bread, are so good. I'm not being dramatic or, it is. Let me know if y'all have had this pizza before. It's so much better than the stuffed crust. Anyways, I was devastated. And then she was like, instead of performing in this number, how about if you escort Dolly Parton onto the stage? You can be like her handler. And I was like, yeah, of course. Sign me up. I will do it. I was like, I don't even know what you're asking of me, but I heard escorting Dolly Parton and I'm ready. I'm there. So she's like, okay, so we're going to block you out of this number. And what you're going to do is after you finish this number that's before this one, you will exit the stage. You will go get Dolly Parton. And then you will bring her back onto the stage and basically escort her to her place on the stage. And I was like, okay, yeah, awesome. I was thinking I was going to get in trouble, that I was a failure. And then she's like, I get to escort Dolly Parton onto the stage. So I was so excited, since I was just so down on myself. It was like I don't know. It just made me feel so good. And I was like, finally, oh, sorry. I screwed up and I couldn't keep up, but I'm getting rewarded. Which never happens, especially in the performing world, especially in any world, actually. And I was just so excited. For some strange reason, she thought I was going to be upset that she was kicking me out of the number. And I was like, I was going to be upset, but you're literally telling me I get to hang out with Dolly Parton and touch her and, be right beside her. Of course, I'm not going to be mad. So, fast forward to the day that we perform. Mm. How am I already getting full? Mm. Okay, I'm going to try. Oh my god. It's hot sauce. I'm going to try this one again. I can't believe. For anybody that hasn't been watching us for long, I usually don't drink when I eat. But this one might change my mind. The flavor is just so good though. Mm. It's knowing what to expect. It makes it a little easier. Oh, a lot of sauce. Okay. It's the day of the performance. So everybody knows that Dolly Parton's going to be at the park. Everybody knows that Dolly Parton is putting on a show. We get in. We're in the biggest theater that's at Dollywood. It's packed. We have news media. I mean, like news stations, you know. I mean, she's a huge deal. Even if you're not a Dolly Parton fan, you know who she is. She has a huge empire. She's also a songwriter. So not only is she a singer, but she's a songwriter. And so she gets all the money from every single song. I mean, even like the I Love You, I Will Always Love You that she wrote and performed. It was covered, obviously, by Whitney Houston. So all that money from that song just went to Dolly Parton. I mean, you know, Whitney got some, but the majority of it just goes to Dolly. And we all know how huge that song was. Anyways, so day of. I'm nervous. I'm excited. You know, we're going to be like filmed. And so we're like rehearsing in the theater. Dolly's just naturally there. Like she's just there. Like she's one of us rehearsing. And then when we're backstage, it gets to like where I'm about to take her on stage. So the choreographer takes me over. She's like, hey, I'm going to introduce you to Dolly Parton. I said, all right. We walk over there and she says, sorry. Choreographer goes, hey Dolly, this is Otto. Because if you don't know, my real name is Otto. Friends and family, everybody else calls me Bucky, and y'all call me Bucky. But my legal name is Otto. So the choreographer goes, hey Dolly, this is Otto. He's going to be escorting you onto the stage when it becomes your turn to walk out on stage. He'll take you to your spot. He knows exactly where you need to go. He knows where your mark is. So just follow him. And she said, everybody growing up made auto jokes all the time. They were like, ooh, auto parts, automatic. Like, I got it all. And then Dolly decides to join the club. She's like, Otto, it's like autopilot. You're just going to take me wherever I need to go. And I was like, yes, Dolly Parton just made fun of my name. She just made a joke. And unlike all the kids in middle school and elementary school who made fun of me and I hated them, I literally was like, oh my God, this is the best thing that's ever happened to me. I mean, Dolly Parton just, for one, she's going to remember my name now. She's going to remember Otto. And she just made a joke basically saying, ooh, autopilot, like, take me where I need to go. It was hilarious. The choreographer laughed. Everybody that was around us laughed. And it just goes to show you, like, how genuine she is. And how just, like, real she was. It was such a cool experience. It was such an amazing experience to just perform at Dollywood. And the amazing people I met that I'm still friends with today. It was such a cool experience. I miss it a lot. If the money was better, that's the only thing, Dolly. You need to pay your performers more. If the money was better, I would have stayed there longer. But you could just make so much more money working on cruise ships. Oh, God. I am getting so full. Whew. This might be my last piece. But yeah, that's my whole Dolly story. You know, after that, the night of, like the night of the actual performance, everything went great. And, you know, it was just such a rewarding experience that, you know, to a lot, especially other people at Dollywood who had done it before, didn't seem like such a big deal because they had done it in the past. It was a moment I will literally remember for my entire life. And I will be so grateful to Dollywood, to Dolly Parton, to the Hirschwins, or whatever the other people are that co-own it with Dolly Parton. I don't even remember what their name was. It was just such a great 2 years of my life. At the end of this, I'll try to put up as many photos that I can find of me and Dolly, of me like just performing at Dollywood. Woo! I don't know if I'm gonna get through it. Let me know out there if any of y'all have been to Dollywood. I was in the country show called Crossroads. I was in the Christmas show called Christmas in the Smokies, which is like the iconic show for Christmas up there. Okay. I can't breathe anymore. I think that means I have to go. Last bite. Woo! Alright. I think I did pretty good. For a large pizza, I only have 3 pieces left. And I ate most of all these wings and a couple of those. Oh, the best thing about pizza though, the leftovers are even better. Well, thank y'all so much for joining me today. I know it was kind of different. I just kind of told that story. Just so many people have asked me about the Dolly Parton story. And there's probably so much that I left out. Every time I film and then like later on I'm like, why didn't I talk about this? Why didn't I talk about that? But at the end of the day, it was such a great experience. It was an honor meeting her and working with her and singing back up for her. I mean, how many people can say that? But yeah, it was just such a cool experience. Let me know if you've ever been to Dollywood. Let me know if you're a Dolly Parton fan. And y'all, just remember, when life gets tough, just keep on snacking. We'll see y'all in the next video. Bye, y'all.